Well, I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is they're finally prioritizing making the game better. The bad news, the development team still has some slimy rats scurrying around. Hey guys, Nightfall here, and yesterday was an eventful day, and I'm sure today will be too. At some point today, there will be, or may have already been by the time you see this, an X debrief. And I honestly can't wait to hear what's in store for the future of this game, but as always with these things, I am a little nervous. Our consolation prize will be getting the new map Rockefeller on Friday unless they decide to be extra nice and give it to us today, but I doubt that'll happen. For those of you that haven't played Rockefeller yet, it's probably one of the better maps that we'll have in the game for quite some time. Very small, close range, SMGs and shotguns are definitely going to reign supreme on here. But before we even get to the X debrief, we need to address a few things. If you don't care about my thoughts on yesterday's patch or the current state of ranked, and just want to hear the next episode in the drama series, go ahead and skip ahead now. For those of you sticking around for this part, let me start with the state of ranked. Since Season 1 launched, I had high hopes for ranked, and I tested every few days to see if it's gotten any better, and it really hasn't. It's still the same dumpster fire as it always was, and sure, the new changes with not having to deal with 4 phantoms all running mag barriers is nice and relieves some of that headache, but there's still a larger issue at hand. And before I press on, it was kind of odd that all of a sudden nobody wants to play phantom in ranked now. Just something I observed over about 5 games of ranked yesterday. But anyway, the netcode and stuff in ranked feels so bad. Almost like it hasn't changed any since launch. It's like they forgot to implement the same netcode updates to the ranked servers that they did with the pub servers. I die in what feels like 2 shots, but it feels like it takes 10 shots or more with an AK to actually kill someone. The gameplay you're watching in the background is one of my ranked games I played yesterday, and it just feels awful. I can't even really explain it, and it's almost impossible for me to go positive in a ranked game, whereas I easily get a 2 or higher KD in unranked. And yes, I am aware ranked is supposed to be harder, and yes, I am aware there are less people to kill, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying even when I have the upper hand and shoot someone and don't miss a single shot, they instantly turn on me and I'm dead before getting a 4th bullet off. Other than the netcode just being trash, I have no idea what the issue could be, but I can load up a pubs match just fine and drop 30 plus kills with ease over and over and over. I can confidently say it's not a skill issue. If this was happening in like Ruby or higher lobbies, sure, skill issue all day maybe. But in silver and gold lobbies, it's either a game issue, people cheating, or I'm just playing a bunch of Smurfs. Either way, it's causing ranked to be unplayable still, even after the nice changes they made in yesterday's patch. And it's not just me. In fact, I stumbled across a really cool streamer by the name of CosmicNBG_ on Twitch late last night, who was brave enough to be playing ranked, and while I won't speak for him, you can go check out his VODs if you want to hear his take, but from what I saw, he seemed to be having the same issue in silver lobbies. Granted, he got some rubies here and there, but it didn't matter who he went up against. He just seemed to be dying in 2 shots by any weapon. AK-47, MP7, ACR, didn't matter. Meanwhile, it seemed like he would need half a mag to kill anyone, but he loads up a pubs and boom, 30 plus kills with a shotgun. So I know me and him aren't the only 2 having these issues, and it's almost criminal how bad ranked feels. With that being said, the other half of the patch with the movement changes feels nice. I don't really notice a whole lot of difference personally in the way I move, but I can see when people try to jump spam, it's not as annoying as it was before. It still looks stupid, and when I kill you, I'm still going to jump on your corpse over and over again, but it's progress. Now that we got that all out of the way, let's talk about the rattiest of rats, the slimiest of the slime, the master splinter of the XDefiant dev team, if you will, Aches. It's no secret that I strongly dislike this man, and it's not personal, it's more professional than anything else. And I'm going to preheat the oven here before I drop the bomb, so stay with me. After yesterday's patch, some people were a little upsetty spaghetti at a few things like Mr. Alex here, asking why he's still losing 50 RP for leaving a game when it's already 3v4. Now, there are so many ways to address this, but Patty P never disappoints as he replied, "In what game can you do that?" This is the most brain-dead response I've seen on Twitter all week, and if you walk the streets of Twitter, You know that can be hard to do. And if you can't see why that's dumb, let me ask you, why is there 10 divisions in each rank? What game does that? Now, I'm sure there are some games you can leave a ranked game after someone else leaves before you without any penalty, and I'm sure there might be stupider ranked systems out there. But the point is, his whole argument was it's not like that in any other game, so why should it be like that in this game? And I'm sorry, I didn't realize we were trying to be like every other game out there. I thought the whole point was to be different. For Christ's sakes, you have no skill-based matchmaking. What other game does that? Well, guess you better put skill-based matchmaking into the game then, huh? No, because that's silly. This half-baked reply got someone else to ask it in a different way, in which he finally gave an actual response that makes sense. Almost. Basically what I first said when the rank system first came out is what he talks about here, saying that people could easily cheese the system and designate one person to leave and just rotate that person and reduce RP loss, or just make it the same person and not lose RP for anyone else ever. Which is a fair point. You have to indeed consider all scummy things that people will try to do. But guess what? The current system, you can do that same thing. It just has to be 2 people. And if you don't think 4 stacks have 2 sacrificial lambs, you're as crazy as he is. They are still cheesing the system, and they know this because this is one of the reasons why you can't 4 stack in diamond or higher and can only duo queue. So here's how you fix it. Give us the goddamn leave penalties. Guy leaves the game early, 10-minute timeout from matchmaking. Ranked and pubs, make it really count. Leave a second game early, now you wait 30 minutes. Leave a third game now, you wait an hour, and it just keeps stacking and stacking. Even with that, there are ways to cheese the system, but it's never going to be perfect. But now let's talk about arguably the most egregious offense Aches has done to date. Some of you have been following the drama surrounding the Twitter group chat that contains a bunch of players, including the top ranked legend players and Aches himself. It also contains me, and the funniest part is they think I'm getting these screenshots from other people, pointing fingers and stuff in the group chat trying to call people out. It's in shambles, honestly, but it's funny to see it unfold. And for those in there defending my side that Smurfing is ruining this game, kudos to you. But a conversation recently came up and someone in the group said that Aqua was allowed to play on a different account. And not only that, but Aches told him he could do that. It was never clarified whether different account meant Smurf account or someone else's account, meaning not his own. Regardless, both of these are against ToS, and as I previously mentioned, Aches is in this group chat and never said anything at all. Not even a nope, not what I said. So now this has escalated from willful ignorance and not saying anything to actually telling people it's okay for them to break terms of service. I'm sure there's some excuse these guys will try to pull now because there always is. Maybe oh, you don't know the whole story, blah, blah, blah. Save it. The game is in a terrible state right now. It's falling apart. And one of the lead people on this project is telling people that they can breach ToS. When your game has problems, try looking inward first. As long as he remains unpunished and ultimately on this project in his current position, this game is doomed to fail. And a bonus drama that sprang up recently was this guy, who in a tweet claimed to be the voice of XDefiant. Now, I'll never knock a hustle, but this is a little conceited. Maybe it's just me. But he was recently banned for reasons unknown, but admitted to changing game files and using a VPN to play in different regions. You can't do that. I had several of his followers come to the comments of the other video telling me he's not cheating, and I never said he was cheating. He was probably banned for what he admitted to in his own tweet, editing game files. Plain and simple. The previous topic we just talked about shows you that they allow some people to do things but not others. But then he replied to my tweet about my video and basically straight up lied to me, so who knows what else he's lying about. Bro said he's using a friend's account and just changed the name on it. Now I'm not going to explain all the ways this sounds dumb. Instead, I'm just going to leave this here and let you see that his main Ubisoft account called Savnatra with 1A, which is the one that was banned, is linked to his Xbox account spelled Savnatra with 2 A's, the same as his not Smurf account. And then also, not to mention, if you dig a little deeper into who he's friends with on that Xbox account, you find this, which not sure about you guys, but looks like another Smurf account to me. So please don't say you don't Smurf when it's such an obvious lie. Maybe you haven't Smurfed a lot on this game, but you've definitely smurfed in other games. And currently, playing on that other account, whether it's yours or not, you're evading a ban which is, dare I say it once more, against ToS. But that about does it for today. Like I said, X debrief later today. Get hyped for that. Hopefully we don't get let down. Couple reminders that I'll be live this Friday on my YouTube channel at 8 p.m. Eastern time, as always. So if you want to come play or hang out, I hope you can all make it. And I'm in the process of securing some giveaways for our charity stream next month, so stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you in the next one.